Hey, I'm back again. Happy Wednesday. Now you get the end of the notes. So hopefully it is a piece of cake. It's just plug and chug, and this will start your business calc if you have to take it next year. So we are on number 6. Hopefully we can zoom right through this. It says $350 is left in an account that is compounded continuously. Again, that is a key word. You know that is a PERT at 3.9%. If the balance is now, so that's your final amount, $537.50, how many years, so we want to find T, has the money been left in the account? All right, so we know we want a PERT. We know our final amount was $537.50. We must have deposited then $350. E, we know our rate, 0.039, and we want to figure out how long has it been in the account. Step 1, you need to divide by how much we deposited, 350, because we got to get that E all by itself. All right, divide that in your calculator. Now I want it pretty exact, so I want that 537.5 over 350 equals E to the 0.039 T. You can put that in your calculator right now. I don't feel like writing out that ugly decimal at the moment because I know the next step, and I'm just going to move this over to save myself some writing, is that I'm going to have to take the ln of both sides. ln. So now we know ln E is just 1, so I've got ln of this ugly decimal, 537.5, and we're going to plug that in our calculator, over 350, equals 0.039 T. Now, to solve for T and get T all by itself, just divide by 0.039. Divide all of that by 0.039. That will give us our final answer for T. So plug all that in your calculator and approximate what T is. Go, hit pause. And in the end, you should get T to be like 10.99 something, so about 11 years-ish. All right, new word here, new word here, new word here in bold. The value of a $55,000 car depreciates. A car depreciates the second you drive it off of a lot, especially when your stepdaughter, like mine, hits it the second you buy her a car. She hit a car like the second we bought it and drove in reverse. So yeah, that was depreciated. Yeah, true story, true story. So the value of a $55,000 car depreciates at a rate of 14% per year. What will the car be worth in 3 years? So, new formula. When you see the word depreciates, because all of ours have been adding things. So that is A equals, again, P times 1 minus R to the T. That is our depreciation, okay? So now, all those letters represent the same thing. We don't know our final amount. We want to figure that out. We paid $55,000. 1 minus our rate should be 0.14 raised to the T in 3 years. Hit pause, plug and chug that into your calculator, and hopefully the final amount of your car is going to be, wow, it's now worth $34,983.08. All right. What interest rate was paid? Okay, I'm going to tell you, this is a tough one. It wants us to find interest rate. Was paid on a 3-year loan, compounded semi-annually with a principal amount, so that's our P, of $12,000 if the total amount was $12,890. So we are using our compounding formula. we know our final amount is 12,890 equals 12,000. That was how much we deposited, plus times 1, plus we don't know our R. We know it's compounded semi-annually twice raised to the 2 times 3. Okay, we need to solve for this here, that R. So what do I do to get to my R? Great question. Step 1, I would divide by 12,000. Divide by 12,000. Okay, so with that, we got really 1,289 over 1,200 equals 1 plus R over 2 raised to the 6th power. Now, I still need to solve for R. How do I get R by itself? What you are going to have to do is you are going to have to take the 6th root of both sides. If you do not know how to get to the 6th root, you have to scroll down on your calculator, hit math button, the math button, arrow down to number 5. The number 5 has a button with an X like this. Okay, now it will be that you type in a 6 so you can change it to the 6th root of now that 1289 over 1200. So yes, you will get a decimal and a pretty ugly decimal. So 1289 divided by 1200, and I get a very ugly decimal of like 1.011995571 equals 1 plus R over 2. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to subtract 1 from both sides, subtract 1. So now what we have, I'm going to work over here, we end up with 0.011995571 equals R over 2. Now we need to solve for R, so you need to multiply both sides by 2. Multiply both sides by 2. So R should equal, times by 2, R should be 0.023991142.3. Of course, what did we say yesterday? You need to always multiply R by 100 to get the percentage, the interest rate. So move that decimal place over, and it's like 2.399, so about 2.4% would be your rate. There we go. Looks good. Didn't say that one was pretty. That one was the hardest one that we will encounter. Alrighty. Number 9 is just like that. So since that was brutal, let's take a breather and skip that one. You're welcome. Okay, because it's really, really ugly and you end up taking a 40th root, and I'm thinking that's a no-go. So happy senior year. Okay, number 10. If you deposit $4,000 into an account paying 4.69% annual interest, is compounded continuously. There's that key word, continuously. How long until there is $8,471.39 in the account? Again, everything we have been doing, it's compounded continuously. Our APERT, I feel like I am on Groundhog Day, just like every day here. $8,471.39 is my final amount. I deposited $4,000 e to the RT 0.0469t. We're going to be ln'ing both sides. We need to divide by $4,000. Divide by $4,000. Okay, so we get this ugly number, but I'm going to just keep this 8471.39 divided by 4,000 equals e to the 0.0469t. Now you should know you take the ln of both sides, take the ln of both sides. You know ln becomes 1. So now we've got copy, paste. You get ln of that equals 0.0469t, and now you can solve for t by dividing by 0.0469. Divide by 0.0469. T then ends up equaling about like 16-ish years. Awesome. So, what happens when we don't have E and we have to solve for T? You can do it the exact same way. So it says the value of a $36,000 car depreciates, so that's our new formula. A equals P times 1 minus R to the T at a rate of 6% per year. In how many years will the car be worth half of what you purchased it for? First of all, if the car is worth half of what you purchased it for, you know the final amount should be $18,000. Just divide by 2. That's all I did. I took $36,000 and I divided it by 2. So $18,000 equals $36,000 times 1 minus my R, 6% should be written as 0.06 raised to the T. Now, to solve, I am going to divide by 36,000, divide by 36,000, and I get 1/2 equals, I am actually going to combine this. So now I've got 1 minus 0.06, I've got 0.94 to the T. Now, again, we have to solve for a power. Now it's not an E there, so you can either take the ln of both sides or you can log. You will get the same answer. I'm just going to stick with ln because that's what we've been doing. So let's take the ln of both sides. So now you have ln of 1/2 equals ln of 0.94 to the T. Now, if you remember from algebra, those powers fly to the front. So it's actually T times ln of 0.94. ln of 0.94 is just some decimal. So I'm going to divide now by ln of 0.94. Divide by ln of 0.94. So my final answer will be T equals ln of 1/2, or you can write that as 0.5 over ln of 0.94. Plug that in your calculator, and you should get like 11.2-ish years. There we go. All done. Now you guys can actually do your homework tomorrow, and then, gosh, we have another video lesson Friday. It's like full of video lessons this week. Have a wonderful day.